I never fumbled that ball. Hashtag Super Bowl 45. My coaches would feel like a bleep to say that I did. I never did. I was separated from the ball 4 yards into the backfield. That's the running back equivalent of a strip sack. There's nothing I could have done about it. Respect my career. Hashtag free 34. What's going on? What is happening? Was looking through Twitter, and Twitter is wilding. And in my opinion, and we're going to talk about this for a moment, Rashard Mendenhall, what are you talking about? What is going on, Steeler Nation? Welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. Thank you for checking out the video and the guys who recently subbed. I think we're on 488 or something like that, trying to get to 500. In today's video, I was like, I have to talk about this. This is Super Bowl 45, Steelers versus Green Bay. At the time that Rashard Mendenhall fumbled the football, the Green Bay Packers were up, I think 31. Let me double check. 31 to, I think it was like 20, something like that. 31. Hang on. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, my apologies. I had to, figure out what the actual score was and why Rashard Mendenhall was going crazy. So the score was, at the time that Rashard Mendenhall was fumbled the football, and we're going to dissect this tweet in just a moment. The score was Green Bay was winning in Super Bowl 45, 21-17, with 14 minutes to go. The Pittsburgh Steelers were running down the field on around the 40-yard mark, and then Mendenhall made that big mistake. Now, what is interesting is maybe Mendenhall was holding on these thoughts for a long, long time. He says, I never fumbled the ball. So my coaches would feel like real bleeps to say that I did. I was separated from the ball, which makes no sense. And that's the RB equivalent of a strip sack. There's nothing I could have done about it. So we're going to dissect this a little bit, right? So first of all, he says that his coaches would feel like true bleeps. At the same time, he said he never did. Mate, this isn't the coach's problem. This is a football player's problem. You drop the football. You help cost the Steelers the game in some respect, right? He says here too, I was separated from the ball 4 yards into the backfield. So separation, mate, is exactly the same as a fumble. No matter how you chalk it up, if you go back and watch the play on YouTube, you will see that you were tackled by, I think it was Clay Matthews or one of the other linebackers from Green Bay. But I think it might have been Matthews in there. He put the helmet on the football. It popped up. You fumbled the football, and it was pretty much game over, right? He then goes on to say, well, that's the RB equivalent of a strip sack. Well, I guess if a quarterback can't do much about that, they need to have better presence in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So then he says here, this is just, I don't know where this comes from. I saw this come on my Twitter today. And Twitter's a crazy place, but finally, I guess Rashard Mendenhall is talking about it. He said, there is nothing. This is probably the biggest issue that I have with this tweet and with the player. So, and I don't hate him as a person or nothing like that. I just think this tweet's crazy. He says, there's nothing I could have done about it. 100% wrong. You could have I don't play football, and you could have held the ball up here tighter. You could have had more situational awareness with the football to what do they teach in football? 3 points? Is it holding to your body, holding on top, and maybe to your chest as well? You could have leered the football away from the player. Could have been a lot of things you could have done in that scenario where you fumbled the football. So that's crazy. Now, last bit, he says, respect my career. So I wanted to show the still image of what happened as Matthews goes in there and knocks out Rashard Mendenhall and causes a fumble. Green Bay gets the football back, and then it's a bit harder for the Steelers to try and come back and win the game. We all know how it ended. The Pittsburgh Steelers lost the Super Bowl. So there is a clear image of separation from the football to the player. This doesn't make any sense. Like, where's the accountability? So I went through a lot of the tweets, and people are saying, mate, you just need to be accountable. Like, you made the mistake. It happened on your part. And here we go. Like, there is no accountability, but you've also made an issue for yourself, because why else bring it up? Nobody else is talking about it. And now we are talking about it. So I wanted to make the video. So let me bring up this footage, this image here as I read some of your stats. And I do want to respect your career. I thought you had a really good career with the Steelers, and you had the one last year was at Arizona. So you were a Pittsburgh Steelers running back in 2008 at the age of 21, and you were running back for, 5 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years as running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, pretty much the starter. With the games with Pittsburgh, you had 864 rushes, 3,500 yards, 29 TDs, rushing, and your longest one was 68, right? Receiving, you had Rashard Mendenhall had 77 receptions and 661 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. So, yes, you had a good career, but it's crazy, man. I never fumbled that ball, and then he hashtags the Super Bowl, which you did. You definitely fumbled it. My coaches feel, no, they don't. That it wasn't the coach's problem. I was separated from the ball. Yes, that's a fumble. There's nothing I could have done about it. Yes, you could have. You definitely could have done some, mate. You could have held the ball high and tight, and like we spoke about, there's nothing I could have done about it. Where is the accountability? There is no accountability. All right. That was a fun one. I bet you didn't expect that one. I bet you expected me to talk about QB, which I probably should, but I wanted to talk about Rashard Mendenhall not accepting accountability, because that's just, and what happened in Super Bowl 45. What's that? Almost 20, far out, like 11 years ago or whatnot. And 11 years ago, and now you want to tweet about it? It's just weird. It's so weird. All right, guys. Thank you for checking out the video. Thank you for checking out Steel Nation Australia. If you haven't subbed yet, hit that sub, hit that like, and I'll see you later.